Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with USL Dunkerque. There are 2 games left of the regular season and we are currently somehow still occupying a playoff spot. We are in 5th place. Since the last episode we've played 2 games and haven't scored a single goal. It's not gone well, but luckily for us, other sides around us haven't really done too much either. We did, however, lose to Laval. Let's go through the 2 matches in between the episodes then. They're going to be fairly quick to summarise. First up against Clermont Foot, a 0-0 draw. We do pick up a point, but we cannot score a goal at the moment. 9 shots to their 1. We had 5 on targets to their 0, and we couldn't score a goal. That is most definitely 2 points dropped. And then a match that we could have done with scoring in and at least getting a point. Ideally, we could have won this one, but in the end we lose 1-0 to Laval thanks to a Thomas Garnier penalty. We, once again, going forward, were pretty bad. Laval defended actually very well. I think their goalkeeper probably should have got more of a rating than what he did get. We only had 1 shot on target, however. So maybe that's why the goalkeeper only got a 6.9. So, like I said, that means the league table is like this. We are still in 5th place, just 1 point ahead of Laval, and I believe if we were to finish on the same points and the same goal difference as Laval, they would go ahead of us because I think they've beaten us twice, or at least we've definitely lost to them because we lost literally about 3 days ago in game. Up today then, the final 2 games of the season. Brest, who are down in 15th place, and I'm not sure who the other team is. Angers, who are in 8th. So that is a must-win game against Angers SCO because that is a team that is definitely chasing us. A defeat here could mean another season in League 2. And hopefully, if it does mean another season in League 2, it's a lot better than the last couple. It's a lot better than this one because I'm starting to get fed up of League 2. I want to be out of this league within 1 or 2 more years' time maximum. Just so you're aware as well, the owner status. Rumoured that a takeover from a consortium could be in the offing. There has been about 6 that have taken place so far throughout the season, and we still haven't been taken over. So, you know, I'm not really holding out much hope for that. Speak of the devil, what's going on here? Consortium targets Dunkerque takeover. So, what is likely to happen? A Paris-based consortium, led by business tycoon Matthias Casabianca, is reported to invest £1.4 million. That's not a small amount of money. It's not a big amount of money either. But we are now under a transfer embargo. Okay, so it means that by the end of this episode, we will know where we will finish in the league table. We will know whether we have new owners. We will know whether we're going to be in the playoffs. Today is a pretty big day. No takeover news just yet then. So, 8th place Angers. If we lose this match, we will 100% drop out of the playoffs. So this is a must-win game if we want to try and get to Ligue 1 through the playoff system, like we failed to do about 2 or 3 years ago. The starting lineup we're going to go for then. Dylan Silva will be the goalkeeper as always. Kiana Hover, Boris Eller and Kanunen will be the back 4. That back 4 I really like, and I'm loving the fact that there's loads of these fancy little lines joining players up as well. Gideon Waha will be playing as the half-back today. Asan Kamara he missed a couple of games through injury. He is back, but he is not fully fit yet, so he is currently on the bench. Idris El Mazouni and Simon Bogle will be the 2 central midfielders. Rafael Camacho as the right-sided midfielder. Craig Joyce as the left-sided midfielder. Loic Piquion is going to be playing as a complete forward on attack. I realised the last couple of matches I've been playing him as a complete forward on support. I only found this out when I edited the last episode. So, he's going to a complete forward on attack. Maybe, just maybe that means we might start scoring some more goals again. I'm tempted. Actually, you know what I am going to do? We're going to go with Gvimradze. He's basically kind of, if we go to Levan Gvimradze, he's bloody ridiculous. If we look at his form, he's not really played. He spends a lot of time, he comes off the bench a few times. He doesn't play a full 90 minutes. He's my own player. I feel like I should be sticking with my own player. I just like him to score a few more goals. Did great against Gazlak Ajaccio from the right wing. Not so good as a striker. And because he didn't do so good as a striker, I'm going to play him as one, apparently. I'm an idiot. I am really an idiot. We should play Camacho on the left, Gvimradze there, Piquion there. That's probably what we should play. And unfortunately, Joyce, he's not really a winger. He's an alright striker, but he doesn't score many goals. Well, like I said, this is a must-win game. 3 points here will do wonders. We're 1 minute and 6 seconds in, and we have a proper highlight already. Camacho running forward, plays it through to Gvimradze. What's happened there? The goalkeeper has the ball in his hands. I'm not sure how we didn't score there. Let's change that to be league table, because that is extremely important for us at the moment. We need to get a victory here. Throw on for Angers. Tate with the ball in towards the penalty area. El Mazouni can get the ball clear, but it's only as far as the Angers defence. Anderson on the right-hand side keeps going. Crosses in low, and we are 1-0 down. Kaveh Rezai with the first goal of the game. That is disastrous, because that means we will drop down to probably 8th in the table. Okay, just down to 6th in the table because of goal difference and various other things. But we could drop as low as 8th if other results go against us. We really need to do some scoring of goals, don't we? Anderson with a throw for Angers again. Tate back to Anderson. Silva easily claims the ball. That is not the whole highlight. Right, Kiana Hoover wants, or Rodriguez. Ella back to Silva. Kicks it over the halfway line. No, he doesn't. Joyce from Gvimradze. Joyce holds up the ball towards Levan Gvimradze, and a first-time effort from the Georgian puts it just wide of the post. We've dropped down to 7th place just before half-time. Nancy are winning 2-0 now, so their goal difference is 1 better than ours. Just a point. A point would be okay, because a point will keep us in that 5th place. That is a good team talk. Strikers again. Gvimradze 6.3. Camacho on a 6.4. Right, let's change things about. I mean, stupidly, we've taken off our best performing attacking player, but Gvimradze's on the right now. Camacho has moved over to an inside forward on the left. Loic Piquion is coming on. I don't think that was the best idea, but we've done it. We've clicked start the second half. Corner for Angers. Tate with the ball, and it's nearly 2. It should be 2. Bogle can manage to scuff the ball clear. Piquion is not going to chase it down, though. We should be 2-0 down. I'm glad we're not. Hover with a free kick. Boris is there. He's hit the bar. He hasn't hit the bar. Well, he has hit the bar, but he was offside. Suarez with the free kick. We're going to do a show some passion. See if it makes a difference. Rodriguez to Kanunen. Back to Ella again. Simon Bogle. El Mizuni. Camacho now on that left-hand side as an inside forward. Loic Piquion. The low knee from Nantes. Crosses in. Gvimradze's there on the head. And it is wide of the mark once again. We need to start getting shots on target. I think that's the problem. Silva's ball upfield is intercepted by Santa Maria. Manzala back to Pajot. Number 4, Santa Maria once again. We've got 30 minutes to play, 30 minutes to find a goal or two. Anderson runs forward, crosses in. Tate is there, and we are 2-0 down. Flavien Tate. I was expecting it to be like Stephen, but no, it is Flavien Tate with the second goal of the game. This is not a very good performance. Hover, Ella, Gvimradze, Camacho, all playing badly. What is happening here? I feel like it's too little too late, isn't it? We're going to do Gvimradze off for Alan Varral. Do we swap you two back over? Maybe? I don't know. We need to do something else. Kiana Hoover's playing awful. Paul Montgomery, he's not a wing-back, but we're going to have to do it. We need to find 2 goals, and we've got 15 minutes left to play. We've dropped down to 8th. We've moved back up to 7th. Okay, things are happening in other matches that are not particularly good for us. I think Stade Reims took the lead, and then whoever they were playing equalised. We're going to lose this one 2-0. This is not a match that we wanted to be losing, but luckily we are still within touching distance of the playoffs, but it's now no longer in our hands. Dylan Silva almost dived with the ball into his own net there. That would have been embarrassing. We've got 20 seconds left to play, and I don't think anything is going to come from this highlight. Kanunen with the ball. We've got 10 seconds. We're passing it around. We're not doing a great deal. Plays the ball up towards Alan Varral, who doesn't seem to be too interested in the ball. The goalkeeper kicks it upfield, and the full-time whistle goes, and we've been destroyed by Jovan Anderson. This man starts the game at Lazio, maybe? He's not great, but he's just ripped us apart. You're getting an angry team talk, and we're coming in for training tomorrow because that was piss poor. Well, we've dropped down to 7th place. There is still only 1 point in it, but now a huge amount of this relies on whoever Angers are playing in their final game of the season. It is Stade Reims. That's disastrous. That is actually disastrous because that's 2 teams who are... No, Reims are not ahead of us, are they? Okay, so what we need to do is we need to win our game 2-0 or more. Ideally 5-0, 16-0. We win our game. Then we need to hope that Reims draw or beat Angers. That's That's the plan. What's happening with these? I guess these are important as well. Kind of wedged in the middle. You've got Valenciennes 16th. You're going to win that. Okay, right. We need to better Nancy's result by at least 2 goals, and also hope that Angers don't win. There's a lot riding on this, and most of it is out of our control. Still no news on the takeover, but we are at the final game of the season. We've already been through all the connotations. Brest, a team who I think are technically safe. They are technically safe. It's actually only Gazlek, Ajaccio, Quevly-Rouen and Lyon Duchère who might be able to fight their way out of relegation. So, Brest have literally nothing to play for, although a victory could, if it's a good one, potentially move them all the way up to 10th. This league is far too close in the middle of it, and I don't like it. The starting lineup then picks itself at this point, with the only question mark over the striker, really. Dylan Silva in goal, Kiana Hover, Boris Eller and Kanunen as the back 4. Asan Kamara returned to the first team following his little injury, so he is going to be that halfback, with Idris El Mazouni and Gideon Waha as the 2 central midfielders. Camacho and Joyce will be the wingers, with Loic Piquion as that striker. If Piquion scores 2 goals, he will equal Levan Gvimradze's goal-scoring record for the season. I don't know how Gvimradze has scored 15 goals, because he hasn't scored, I think, this calendar year. Similar looking formations for the 2 sides then. I'm just going to fly through this, because what I want to do, and I know that's not how it's done, we need to have... No, stop it. Okay, when the match thing comes back up, I'll fix that. Laval have taken the lead. We have dropped down. Right, Piquion's got the ball. I'm going to just quickly put this on here. Latest scores. That's one of the things that we need to know. Can I change the size of this? Okay, I don't know what I've done there, but we've got this thing on the side, so that should help. Right, Piquion with the ball. I'm definitely going to get rid of that at the end of this match because it's confusing. Camacho goes for goal. It's easily saved by the goalkeeper. So, Laval have moved up into 6th place. They are a lot of goal difference behind Angers. We have dropped down to 8th now. We are one of 3 teams on 53 points. Nancy now move up into 5th place. This is going to be all changed throughout this match, I think. Brest destroying us, because I'm not really paying attention to what's happening in our match. I'm just looking at the league table. Nancy are now 2-0 up. That is not ideal, because even if we win the game, they will have a much better goal difference to us. And at the moment, it doesn't look like we're going to be winning the game anytime soon, does it? Going to give them an aggressive team talk. I'm not happy with your performance. Somebody looks stressed. Kanunen. Sure, we're going to do that as well. Right, once again, the strikers not playing very well. So what does a complete forward actually do? I'm going to make him an advanced forward on attack and see if that makes a difference. I don't know whether it will, but he's obviously a lot better as an advanced forward. If we don't score in this game, I've just realised, that is 4 games in a row where we haven't scored a goal, and this wonder formation that turned around our form has now just completely broken, and Brest are going to go 1-0 up, aren't they? In the first, what's happened? What has happened? Kanunen didn't do anything. We've got a penalty. Well, we haven't. Brest have got a penalty. We're going to go 1-0 down, and if we go 1-0 down, we go to 9th. We are 1-0 down. We have dropped to 9th place in the table. In the space of 2 matches, we have dropped from 5th to 9th in the last 2 games of the season. What has happened? Going to give him a demand more, see if it makes a difference. It didn't make enough difference. Only a few players really affected. Silva with a goal kick finds Boris. 62.5 minutes on the clock. Long ball forward. Finds a player wearing a red shirt. Boris needs to get his eyes checked. Vukovic all the way back to Larsonneur, the goalkeeper for Brest, runs forward with the ball. Can we get it back towards their goalkeeper, Gideon Waha, to Craig Joyce, runs forward, a bit of space to go into. Camacho on the right-hand side, he's only got one in the box, and it's gone behind them all. It's gone behind all of them. Kanunen with the ball to Joyce once again. Comes inside, crosses it to find Camacho, but can't manage to do it. Camacho does get the ball, crosses in once again. Joyce is there at the back. He's hit the bar, and Bernard can clear it. Gideon Waha, though, gets the ball for us. Forward, Mizuni. Kiana Hoover tries to cross it in, and now Brest are going to run the ball clear. And we should have scored then. That should have been a goal. They're going to cross it in and score, aren't they? Dylan Silva plucks the ball out of the air. And that ends the highlight. There's only one thing to do. When we need a goal, we need Alan Varel. Alan Varel managed to beat Monaco by himself, probably, a couple of seasons ago. Can he make the difference today? Gideon Waha off as well, because I've had enough of you. You've done nothing all game. Sambu Sissoko on. There's not going to be anything else happening in this game, is there? Rodrigue Ella clears. Who are you? Is that Alan Varel? It's Joyce. Joyce has just nodded off. Wasn't quite sure what he was doing. Vukovic crosses in. We're 2-0 bloody down to a team who were, at the start of this match, 15th place in the table. They've now moved up to 13th. And we've just played so badly. The last 4 games, we deserve to be relegated again. This is the same thing that happened last season. Camacho with a corner. Where's it gone? It's gone to Alan Varel, but its header is well over the bar. We've got under 10, or just over 10 minutes left to play. We're going to get nothing from this match either. It's going to be 4 games in a row without a goal scored. And I'm glad, actually glad, Keanu Hoover's going back now, because his last 4 games have been shocking. And this is going to be the final highlight of the season. And it doesn't matter what happens because we are going to finish 9th place in the table. And if I'm perfectly honest, I'm not particularly happy with that. Everyone is coming into training again tomorrow because the season's over and you deserve it. Aggressive, you're coming in tomorrow, everyone listened. And also, Kanunen, you're getting a lovely fine, I think, because you have pissed me off for the last time. We did so well to turn that around, to just throw it away again. I mean, I don't understand how we managed to go. Look at that turnaround. Game 21 all the way up to game 36. That is a ridiculous turnaround. If we actually look at the profile, not the profile, if we go stages and we do overall, first half of the season, awful. We were terrible. Second half of the season, I reckon we're 3rd. Okay, we're 5th. 5th place in the second half of the season. 31 points. Compare that to the first half of the season, we'd also have been 5th. We deserved to be 5th. Probably not. But it's just annoying. We're in the league for another season. We are still, if we go to the boardroom, if it actually clicks, there is talks going on about a takeover. So we're going to go forward until those talks happen and are finished. And ideally, we have a new chairman. We're also obviously going to have the end of season awards as well. Oh yeah, and I need to find a couple of players. End of season awards then, still no takeover in sight. So, team of the season, players to be inducted. We do have Levan Gvimradze has made it into the starting 11 alongside Kevin and Zuzi Mata. I still don't understand how Andy Faustin and Alan Varel are not those in that position next to him. Makes no sense to me. Simon Bogle and Boris also make it onto the bench by the looks of it. I mean, it's still a bit of a weird looking overall 11. I mean, it's Kevin and Zuzi Mata, really, isn't it? He's the weird one in that lineup. End of season awards then. Simon Bogle picking up fans player of the season with 53%. 35%, even Waha in second with 28, and Rodriguella with 23. He also, Simon Bogle that is, picks up young player of the season. Boris is the signing of the season. Teddy Buriad scores the goal of the season. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Have a quick look at some stats as well. Gvimradze with 15 goals. Bogle, highest average rating. Waha and Bogle, most assists. Asan Kamara, best pass completion accuracy. That is very useful because if he's here next season, which I seriously hope he is, I don't see why he would be leaving already. That could come in very, very handy for us. Levan Gvimradze, 4 man of the match awards. Bogle and Katranis with 6 yellow cards, and Elias getting the solitary red card of the season in shocking fashion, but luckily we still managed to win the game. This is the team of the season then. Silva, Kanunen, Boris, Ella and Hover. Kamara, Waha, Bogle, Fekir, Pikion and Gvimradze. So, playing as a 4-4-2 diamond, which Kamara has never played, we would have Fekir. Maybe we go back to this because maybe we've got some better players now. Kamara there, Waha and Bogle. That 3 will be here next season. Gvimradze will be here next season. Fekir will be here next season. We might start chopping and changing between the 2 formations next season. Let's take a look then at the Teddy Buriad goal against Stad Reims in our third kit. Controls the ball edge of the area. What's he going to do? Just curl it into the top corner? It's good. I wouldn't say that was goal of the season material. I mean, I imagine we probably scored a lot worse goals throughout the year if that's getting goal of the season. Season review. I've just read the middle line there. Dunkerque were one of the competition's more unpredictable teams. You're damn right. Enjoying an impressive spell of form from January to March, which saw us move from up to 7th, having sunk as low as 19th earlier on in the campaign. Yep, we had a very questionable season. Right, team, what are we going to do next season? Passionately, I think we can get a top half finish. Are they buying it? They are buying it. Okay, passionately, that is exactly the sort of reaction we want. That is good. Right, confidence review. The level of support you have attained among your players is a major highlight. Good, I'm sure it is. Job satisfaction is dropped a lot because of the last 2 matches, but we're still pretty high up. Pre-season, when do we want to start? We'll have 5 weeks. Why not? We'll have the most possible. Transfer budgets for next season. Still no takeover. We have £0 in our transfer budget, but £90,000 a week wage budget. It is going up. It is actually going up. And also, we're not expanding our stadium because we don't get 5,000 people in there. So why would we expand it to 7,500? Oh, we get to pick where we want to go for our pre-season training camp. I don't know where any of these are. Hold on. So, Britannia is Brittany, isn't it? It's Brittany. Okay, now that I've said it out loud, that's Brittany. I know where that is. That is then the far west, northwest of France. Nouvelle Aquitaine is in the southwest of France, and I think, looking at Google Maps, Bordeaux is the main team and the main city in that region. And Hauts-de-France is where we currently are. So, I'm thinking we're going to go to Brittany. Brittany has a couple of big teams over there, I think. You've got Rennes, you've got Brest. The Brest aren't a big team. Laval, I think, is technically in Brittany, possibly looking at a map. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Maybe Nantes? It's close. We are on the 19th of May, and we have an update on the takeover. So the talks have continued. Discussions between Dunkerque chairman Jean-Pierre Scournier, that guy, and the head of the takeover bid, Matthias Casabianca, are going well, and there could be an announcement in the next few days. This sounds very promising, although I think we've had this before, and it still fell through. Let's go forward a few more days. Oh my word, it has happened. The 21st of May, 2023, mark it in your calendars. The consortium has completed the Dunkerque takeover. We have now got Paris-based investor Matthias Casabianca. I can never say his name. Then again, couldn't say the last guy's name either. He has taken over. There is a piece of news on the left-hand side there, which says Dunkerque board make extra transfer funds available. Oh my word, what could that possibly mean? It's going to be like £4,000, isn't it? So the chairman has thanked me for my patience. No worries, Matthias. Undoubtedly stressful time it is. I've gone grey and bald at the same time. Casabianca informs you that around £85,000 has been pumped into the club's coffers, sorry. That's not enough to clear the debts, buddy. Like we're like $1 million in debt again. £85,000 doesn't do anything. And a new transfer budget has been calculated. Okay, we've got a whole load of board members and directors and all that jazz as well. We can now operate once again in the transfer market, and this is the big one. What have we got? Oh my word. Oh my word. £550,000. Let's go. Let's see the finances. Oh, okay. They've put in a lot more money. They lied when they said £85,000. Right. This is, before we do anything, I want more wages. I want more wages. You've not even been here, mate. Who are you? You're not even the new chairman. You're just a director. We need it. We need this. Okay, right. Well, I feel like I've already got off on a bad foot with the new board. I'm going to do this as well. Because basically, we're probably not going to buy too many players with actual cash. We will be using a lot of the wage budget. So we've got £100,000 wage budget now. That is a huge amount of money for us. It will be interesting to see how the finances pan out over the next year or two. Do we look at the projection? I feel like it's not really gonna show too much, is it? But we now have a little bit of cash. This is all changed all of a sudden. I don't really know what's happened there. I'm going to go forward a few more days or weeks possibly until we get the financial summary for the end of year, which I think isn't too far away. You can already see there on the front screen, there's some transfers happening. Certain Alan Varral might be joining permanently, spoiler. We've made it all the way until the 1st of June and we still haven't had the financial summary. I don't know when this happens. I'm going to keep going forward, but this is starting to get a bit ridiculous. Well, we've got some more end-of-season awards that have happened on the 5th of June. It is the Footballer of the Year and the Goalkeeper of the Year, but I think this is like ones voted for by the press, possibly? Dylan Silva, once again, is in second place this season as Goalkeeper of the Year. We haven't got anyone in Player of the Year, which is no surprise. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wins Manager of the Year, and a guy called Prevost, the Sochaux goalkeeper, gets Goalkeeper of the Year for a different thing, apparently. Oh, that's a concern. Dylan Silva can now leave Dunkerque for £18,000 due to the club not achieving promotion. I didn't know that was a thing. I don't know whether anyone would really want him. He has conceded 47 goals in 36 games this season, which is a huge amount of goals to concede. And if I'm perfectly honest, if Dylan Silva goes, it means the young Belgian can possibly play. You know what? I am going to end this episode here. I was obviously going to show the financial summaries and all that jazz when it eventually came in, but I'm starting to lose ground now in terms of actually trying to buy some players, because at the moment I'm not really trying to sign anyone. I found a couple of players that have come through my scout system, but I'm not actively going out my way to find people. So we're going to have to end it here. We're going to have a look at the finances screen because we are finally in the black. Our wage budget, we are currently nearly £20,000 over our wage budget. Next season's wage budget is apparently £10,000 less. I think that's a bit harsh. Hopefully that is not the case. But yeah, you can see there, obviously money has come in. We unfortunately didn't get promoted. We had a bit of a piss poor performance when it comes to league matches. But more importantly, next season, we've got a new board. We've got a board that will hopefully back us, throw some money in, maybe. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019 with USL Dunkerque. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button and I will be back with Season 6, once again in League 2. I would have liked to have said Season 6 finally in League 1, but unfortunately not. We're still in League 2. I think we've got 2 more years maximum in this league. Next season, we should be knocking on the doors of the playoffs or getting in the playoffs. The season after that, we have to get promoted, but that is 2 years away. We are still in League 2 for the moment. Thank you very much. I will stop rambling now because this is a very long episode, and I will see you next time.